Okay, let's go and see what we have hidden in here. And there she is, the Atari 2600. Right, so we've got the box out and there's only one little tape left. So I'm going to go cut it now. Just bear in mind that although I've owned this console since 1982, I haven't actually opened the box since the early 90s. So that's going on nearly 30 years. I sort of remember what's inside, but I don't. I'm going to be flying a bit blind on this one as well, but anyway. Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, I wasn't exactly expecting that to happen, but this tape's a bit loose there. Alright, doesn't matter. First thing to come out, Missile Command. Okay, so that's a nuclear war game. The bombs are coming from above and they're coming down on the lines with a little dot on the end, which is the missile. You're supposed to shoot missiles up, then when they do explode, they form a concentric ring. So you've got to capture the enemy missile in that concentric ring to destroy it, so it doesn't hit the bases below. And I also seem to have I've got the instructions booklet as well. Check this out. Oh, cool. Look at that. It's probably a little bit hard to read. But, oh, look at that. So it's actually got the proper instructions. How cool is that? Huh, that's still pretty good condition too. Whoa. Tell you what though, there's a funny smell coming out of the box. Whoa. Oh man. Yep, I definitely haven't opened this in a few decades. That surprises me how good condition that is. I'm not quite sure what's happened to the box. But anyway, we'll put that to one side. So the next thing to come out. Oh, okay, so this cartridge has multiple games. Right, so let's get this out. Yeah, and there you go. There's the games there. So what do we have? Oh, there it is. Tank, Pong, biplane, invisible tank, jet fighters. So this was basically, if I remember correctly, this was the standard game that came with the Atari 2600. So everyone that got this console also got this game cartridge included. Yes, I remember this now. Just wondering. Oh, there is too. Oh, look at this. Instructions booklet. Oh, the pages are bent. Damn it, I'll have to fix that. Look at that. So it's got oh, that's got a smell too, man. Hoo-wee. Alright, I'll have to put something heavy. Yeah, there it is there. There's the gameplay there. Yes, it's pretty basic, you know. I mean, I got this in 1982, so, you know, like, and this is the first, like, game console that was available for the public, like, mass-produced. So for its time, it was pretty advanced. Yeah, so there's the biplane one. I used to remember playing this game all the time against the AI. I think you could have two-player as well. Oh, wow. What the hell is this? How weird is that? Okay, well, so we've got that one. So that makes two. What else do we have in here? Okay, well, I don't think I have to explain this one. Yes, the cartridge is still in there. Oh, I don't believe this. I can't believe I've got Space Invaders. I've still got the Space Invaders. This is like your granddaddy of all video games. This one and Pong. I don't know if Pong's on the box there. No, can't see it. So I'm guessing, yep, there's instructions in there. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. They've got even the rows of the Space Invaders, but I think that's the back of the instructions. Let's have a look at this. Oh, look at that. The game objective. That's so cool. I'm sorry if it's not very, very clear. The writing's a bit small, but just trying to give the general gist. Like, This is what we had to read before we played a video game, and it's just a plain cartridge game. So it's even showing the level of difficulty and the zigzagging bomb, fast bomb. Look at that. How cool is that? It's almost like a bit of gaming history here. That's even explaining the scoring. That's so cool. That is so cool. Look at that. That's so iconic. Alright, well, so we'll add it to that pile there. So that makes 3. So far so good. Right. Oh, no way. No way! Asteroids? Oh, this is a classic too. This is the one where you blow up the, well, you blow up the asteroids. But your ship has a temporary shield you can activate, but you got to time it just right if one of the asteroids is going to hit you. Yeah. Oh, this was so addictive. Even the arcades was so popular. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually using my foot to stop that from sliding any further. Yeah, sorry about this, but I have to hold the camera. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Freaking asteroids. I don't believe it. Oh, and I could feel the instructions booklet. It's still got the instructions booklet. Oh, that is so thick, that instructions booklet. Look at this. Right, I'll have to... I wonder why there's so many instructions. Game select matrix. Aren't these the same pages? Oh, I see. It's in French and then it's other languages. Oh, that's why it's so thick. Ah, it's in French and German, Italian. Okay, I get you. Alright, fair enough. Is there anything else in the box? No, that's it. Alright, so that makes that one. So we'll place that one over there. And over there. Alright. So that's 4 cartridges. So I just seem to be missing the box for Missile Command, or maybe I have it in here. No, this is another game. Oh, that's similar to that other one, that multi. So there's 27 video games in there. Okay, so this is that type of cartridge. Oh, I don't even remember this one, to be honest with you. Whoops. As you can imagine, look at that. I can vaguely remember this. Hang on, maybe I got the instructions. Is the instructions still in there? They are too. Thank goodness for my OCD. Although in the 80s they didn't know it was OCD, they just thought you were an idiot. Yeah, right. Anyway, that's another topic. Yeah, okay, so this one's the... Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. I'm starting to remember this now. Okay, so this was a little bit more complicated than the first one, the first combat one. Yeah. So they've got mines and stuff. Look how cool is that? So they've got different... See how they've got game 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's actually different variations. So this is the Polaris games. I cannot get over... I can't believe I've still got the instructions. Okay, so that's another one. Alright, so I'll just put that one over there. That lot. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Right, so the next thing we have... this is the operating manual for the Atari itself. Oh, look at this. Look at that. To pass the unpack. How to put it together. Oh yeah, the famous difficulty buttons. Yeah, the left and right difficulty switches. I remember that. The reset. Huh. Talk about a trip down memory lane. Like, this is going back to the 80s. And the troubleshooting problems. Usually it was the cable, the TV cable, because you've got to connect this with the TV cable to the back of the TV, which means you can't watch TV because you're not plugging the cable in from the TV aerial. It's either one or the other. So you can imagine this would cause arguing when someone wanted to watch TV and someone else wanted to play the Atari. There you go. But nevertheless, I have the owner's manual. So I'm going to set that there. Right, so the next thing we have, that looks like a video games catalogue. Oh, it is too. Look at this. Oh, so this is advertising all the different games. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Superman. Gridiron. Oh god, this is before this Madden. Gridiron. That racing car, bowling. This looks like a gambling one. The Great Escape. God, there were so many games at that time that came out, but only a handful I remember. The rest of them sort of were just the backfiller, I suppose. Wow. Every time I turn the page, I just get a little whiff of old air. Don't wait for the Olympics. Oh, that was a good way to destroy your controller, was to play those games, because you had to keep flicking the thumbstick left and right all the time. And of course that would wear it out a lot faster. I'm assuming that this came with the box. It must have been in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Just trying to remember from 40 years ago. It's a bit tricky. Oh, look at that. There's the golf. There's your golf. And Daredevil. There you go. So all the games that we've been familiar with for the last 40 years all started in these modes. Your sports games, your shooting games. Look at that. So we've got a list of which ones use a joystick, which one use the paddle. Oh, that's pretty cool. A games catalogue from the 1980s. Alright, let's see what else we've got in here. I don't seem to fill any more boxes. Oh, these are the paddles. These are the actual paddles. Oh wow, look what good condition they're in too. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, they're perfect. They look brand new. Yeah, with the button there. Oh wow. They're in excellent condition, they look brand new. Yeah, so these are the paddles. Okay, so I still have the paddle. And that's the plug that you use. I don't know if you can see it better with the light there. But they're the odd pin plugs. So there's 5 on the top and 4 on the bottom. And that's where they plug into. But that's for both controllers with the one plug. So this is like really old technology. Right, I'm going to sit that there. It's becoming an interesting collection. What else do we have in here? Obviously the console's in there because I can feel it, but I'm not going to grab that yet. Okay, so that my friends, is your power supply, and look at that. These are the famous jacks that were used in hi-fis and that same size for many, many years. I don't know if they're still being used today, that particular plug. It probably is actually, because I think in the PlayStation 4 controller there's that round plug at the front. I plugged one of these in once for old headphones and it worked. So maybe they're still around, but this was your standard plug for the power. Okay, so I've still got the power supply, and the power supply is in damn good condition too. Look at this. Oh, the Atari logo. Oh, how cool. You're not going to believe this. I think that was the plastic. Oh, that could be the plastic that was protecting the Atari logo. Oh, how cool. Looks like I never peeled it off. This thing is in such good condition, it's almost tempting to hook it up. It's tempting, isn't it? Okay, is there anything else? No. So it looks like I'm grabbing the console. And there it is. There's the console. My goodness, this has probably been wrapped up since I put it away. I might need to unwrap this. It's a bit difficult doing it with one hand. Just hang on one sec while I unwrap it. Right, so I've unwrapped it and there she is. This is the Atari 2600. So there's your power button. Colour or black and white TV, because in the late 70s, early 80s, the colour TVs had only started to come out here. So you've got your difficulty for the play on the left, difficulty for the play on the right. There's a game select option, so you can, like, by flicking that, that's how you used to pick the game you wanted to play. So you would use that rather than the controller. And that's when to reset it, either because the game gets stuck or because your friend's about to beat you in multiplayer and you want to give them the satisfaction, so you flick the reset button. And of course the cartridge goes in there. Look at that technology. So old. So that is basically going in there. And then there's your cable at the back, and that's permanently fixed. So that's the only cable that's permanently fixed, not the power cable, but the aerial. The TV aerial that you plug into the wall socket so you can watch TV, that's the cable that you use to plug that and connects to the back of the TV. So even today with a modern TV, if I plug in the Atari, I can't watch TV because I have to use this plug. So that's how you could see the Atari on the TV. I don't know what to say. Like I've got mixed feelings because it's bringing back memories of, you know, video gaming or whatever, but the 80s wasn't always the best time for me because I was growing up and things at home were a little bit complicated, to say the least. So I've got mixed feelings about this, but I'm glad I pulled this out actually, because that just looks like... I'm actually surprised I had all of that. So the only thing I'm missing is I seem to be missing the box for Missile Command because there's nothing else in here. I just checked. And as far as the controllers go, I'm missing this one. It came with two, and I remember that they were damaged, so they probably got thrown out. I wouldn't be surprised one of my oldies threw it out because they were throwing stuff out at the time, and yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, there's the default game in there, so just like I said, the default game that comes with it, which would be this one, the combat one. Alright, well that's it for the unboxing of the Atari 2600. I've had a couple of people that have actually expressed interest in buying this off me. There's no point in me keeping it forever. I'm in my mid-50s. What am I going to do with it? I'd rather give it to someone who's younger and appreciates this sort of retro gaming, and I suppose you could call it retro technologies. So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, when I pull something else out of the closet, I've got some other old stuff, old train sets. I've got a racing car set as well. And as I pull those out, I might do some quick videos on those items and do a expose on them. Okay, this is DJ Graz signing off, and thank you for watching.